Where'd you come from?
What are you looking at?
That's a Merlin.
Lots of Christmas movies get released every November and December. Well, in the pre-corona era, at least. For now, we're going to dig into one of the most romantic ones around, Last Christmas. This rom-com follows Emilia, Clarke, and Henry Goulding's characters as they fall in love, making it not only the most wonderful time of the year for them, but probably also of their entire lives. The film is set in London, and the city not only serves almost as a character on its own, the whole movie is basically an homage to Britain's capital.
This is cool.
Welcome to my secret garden.
I had no idea this place existed.
Filming in the busiest parts of London is nearly impossible. The only way to make it work is with night shoots. So that's what they did.
We did the weirdest hours I've ever done, and the crew that we were working with, none of them had ever done this before, reverse splits. So we started our first day of work and continued for the first month. Started at midnight and finished at midday. So you're in this perpetual kind of almost hungover state, because you're like watching the sun coming up, being like, normally I'm doing something else when the sun is rising.
And then you go into days. And
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
Like, what is happening?
The title Last Christmas refers to the super famous Wham track sung by George Michael. His music was actually a big influence for the entire film, and several of his tunes ended up in the final cut.
You suddenly are able to realize the message that he was trying to put across with all of his music, and that was about love and acceptance and kind of hope.
And kindness for oneself, I think. Because when you've written a perfect pop song, it's hard to hear anything other than the music. It's hard to hear anything other than a perfect pop song, which is what he did time after time. But yeah, then when posthumously we start looking at his lyrics a bit more, you start to see that he was actually saying something so much more meaningful and powerful on top of that.
We had hardwired several songs in, like Heal the Pain, you know, was in the beginning in the church, and then Tom and Kate sing it to each other, and then Praying for Time and the Ice Rink was there, and obviously Last Christmas. But then as you're in post, you start going, oh, this song would work here, and this illustrates this, and we were only going to have originally like 5 songs, and then it ballooned into 15.
Last Christmas ended up a pretty decent movie, though it didn't score the best reviews, making it a bit of an underrated pick. Even if the love story isn't fully your thing, it's impossible not to enjoy the music, with both the Wham songs and the Christmas tracks being a key element to the overall vibe.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way.